Hey guys, it's Warren with KLGadgetTV, and as you can see right now, we are in a different shooting environment today because today I have something really special to show you guys, and this is the Honor Magic V, which just got launched in China, and I already have it here right now with me to take a first look and tell you guys all about it. Now, on first impressions, the Honor Magic V is a really impressive phone, and the color that I got right over here is the signature orange vegan leather version. Alright, now when you fold the device, this is essentially a 6.45-inch display, a 120Hz OLED display that actually looks pretty amazing. Personally, I actually like this kind of aspect ratio because it doesn't feel too cramped like the Z Fold 3, which I have it right here. The Z Fold 3 actually feels very cramped when I'm about to do typing or do some scrolling on it, but this is just the perfect standard smartphone screen that I have always loved to see on a foldable phone. Now, once you unfold this device, it becomes a 7.9-inch display, which is slightly larger than the Galaxy Z Fold 3's folded display. But this is a 90Hz panel instead of a 120Hz panel. I have no idea why is that decision being done like this, but you know what? It's a pretty impressive panel, and I'm sure you're still going to enjoy this really nice colorful display because this is actually a 1 billion color OLED display, which means you're getting better colors, better contrast. Hence, watching movies on this is going to be amazing. Now, speaking of the build quality of the Honor Magic V, I do have one thing that I need to commend Honor, and that is the really impressive hinge mechanism that it has built for the Honor Magic V. Now, this is called the Ultra Slim Floating Water Drop Hinge. It is a super long name that I struggle to remember, but yeah, it is actually that name. And as you can see, the hinges right here is actually really slim, and it's slimmer than the Galaxy Z Fold 3, as you can see right here. And one thing that I noticed right over here is that it doesn't really have a gap as compared to the Z Fold 3's hinges right over here. So I'm not sure if this is IP certified, but I hope that it actually is so that it can actually compete with the Z Fold 3. And also, if you look at the opening right over here, there is actually no gap. There could be a little, but you can see that the gap is actually pretty slim and it's not as wide as the Galaxy Z Fold 3's gap. Now, looking at the camera bump over here, you do realize that there is a curved glass right over here, which Honor calls it the 3D hyperbolic glass coating. Now, it is actually pretty nice to use it on the camera bump because it makes it look slimmer and it doesn't protrude annoyingly like some other smartphones that we have seen right now. So this is a triple camera system that we are seeing on the Honor Magic V. So you get a 50 megapixel main sensor with an f1.9 aperture and a 50 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide lens, and finally this middle lens is a special case. Now, it is also a 50 megapixel lens, however, it doesn't capture any photo, but rather it assists the main camera to capture more light, more color information to make your photos more lifelike. I'm not sure why they actually put a 50 megapixel sensor right over there, but you know, it's kind of interesting. And if we move over to the front over here, this is where it gets more impressive because the outside front camera of the Honor Magic V is an impressive 42 megapixels, and that goes the same for the internal camera as well. Now, of course, it doesn't have the Z Fold 3's hidden camera design. You do obviously see a punch hole camera right over here, but you'll be guaranteed a good front-facing camera experience because it also takes the same 42 megapixel resolution as the folded camera right over here. So one of the things that you're going to be really excited about the Honor Magic V is that it will be the first foldable phone in Malaysia, of course when it arrives here soon, to be powered by a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 flagship chipset. That's Qualcomm's latest flagship chipset, and it comes with 12GB of RAM with either 256GB or 512GB of storage. There's no storage expansion, unfortunately, but you just gotta decide which storage option to get when it arrives here in Malaysia. Alright, so in terms of battery, this is where it also impressed me a lot because it comes with a 4750 mAh battery and it supports Honor's 66-watt supercharge, and that is something that I've always wished the Galaxy Z Fold 3 would actually do because you know what, this is going to be a device that I use for a long time, so obviously battery is going to drain pretty fast if I use the big screen all the time, and it would be really good if foldables can actually have such kind of charging speed, and I'm sure that the Honor Magic V can be charged in no time with that kind of super fast charging. Now, of course, let's talk about software right now. So this phone will come with Android 11 preloaded when it is launched, but that might also change because this is actually extremely early software that we are seeing right over here. Is still not optimized for global use just yet. So yeah, if you happen to get one early enough, so obviously it wouldn't be able to work well right here in Malaysia until they finally make it out of China. But yeah, this is still based on Android 11 right now with Magic UI that is optimized for the Fold interface. You can see that it's actually very familiar if you have been using Honor phones, and you can do the typical foldable stuff like split screen, pop-up windows, and all that kind of thing. So it's just really early software that you are seeing right here. All right, so the Honor Magic V is a really nice one. As you can see, I really like the build quality. I like how it actually holds the aesthetics. It just feels way nicer than the Galaxy Z Fold 3, and to be honest, when it launches in Malaysia, I can't wait to switch to it and tell you guys more about it. All right, so that's just a really quick first look and a first impressions of the Honor Magic V. I'm not able to show much over here because this is really on early software, so there's still a lot of things that I'm not allowed to show. So yeah, that's pretty much about my first impressions and thoughts about the Honor Magic V. So stay tuned for more updates coming on our channel, subscribe to us, and be sure to follow us on social media for more updates on any other tech stuff. That's it for now, and I will see you guys in our next video.